welcome to ZFF Daily. I'm joined by Michael, the director of Song from the Forest. Before we have a chat, let's take a look at a clip.
Parce que Baba ti Barack Obama lo londa kiti kodro na Kenya. Kiti kodro. Au revoir. Merci.
Li o ve longa na motandele te fu ve jabela.
Wo ve jabela. Wo ve na sala wo ve. Ah, ve tena sala o ka ve soma ben na bui. Ve tala ma off. Deja jamale ma budi. Tu evo la qui mino, ko ve tena mino, ve tala ben na miso. Ve wana njala bukala.
Me fu vremo tandele nya.
Michael, I have to ask, how is it kind of, you flip the switch, you're the one being interviewed as the director for your very own documentary film?
Yeah, it's kind of upside down situation, huh?
But fun, I guess.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
So tell me, how was it for you making a film?
I'm a writer originally, so this is my first movie. And I think it was a very interesting process for me that the story itself pushed me into making the movie. The power of the story did it, you know.
And how did you discover your protagonist?
Louis Sarno, he lives in the rainforest, in Central African rainforest for 25 years. He's originally American, and in the mid-80s he heard a song on the radio, captivated him, and he followed this song, tracked the song down, found the music in the Central African rainforest with hunter-gatherers, the Bayaka pygmies, and fell in love with the music and the people and the rainforest, and just never came back. So,
and you heard about him?
Yeah, I happened to be in this rainforest area, traveled, heard about this white man who was said to be living deep in the rainforest with the Bayaka.
And you shot this film in 10 weeks. That must have been very grueling and intense.
Especially the first part, 5 weeks, was shot in the rainforest, African rainforest. So we were living out there with the Bayaka all the time, camping. You have everything is pretty humid. It's hot. There's not a lot of light. You have forest elephants, gorillas. Spiders, snakes.
Oh, goodness.
It was, you know, it was
different.
It was a real challenge to shoot there.
How was it experiencing this journey back to New York City with his son and being there?
Yes, I mean, Louis Sarno, the American, you know, he has a son with a pygmy woman. And when Samedi, that's his name, Samedi, Saturday, because he's born on a Saturday. When he was a baby, he was very ill, and he stopped breathing that night, and so Louis desperately, he held him, he took care of him, and he promised him, if you survive, one day I'm going to show you where I come from. I'm going to take you to New York City. And now time has come to fulfill this promise, and there they went, and we followed them on their trip.
And the son seemed to really take to New York much more so than Louis.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a big surprise for me to see the son who had never left the rainforest. He doesn't speak a word of English. He adapted like that. You know, it wasn't surprised at all. But it was Louis, the father, who fell who suffered from a deep culture shock when he came back. So I think the story kind of went upside down. It began as like a story about the father who takes his son to show him the world, and it turned out to be the son who showed his father the world. You know, like even in a fictional screenplay, you couldn't have imagined this better.
Such an incredible story.
Yeah.
And I know that you still are supporting and working with Bayaka tribe. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, the world of the Bayaka, the rainforest, is threatened, and they're struggling for survival. The forest is cut down. You have poachers. You have diseases brought in from outside, and Louis is the only person who really takes care of them, and it's just too much for him. So we the filmmakers decided to create the Bayaka Support Project. So, you know, like, we are the intermediates between our audiences all over the world and the Bayaka community. So people who are interested in helping the Bayaka in their struggle for survival, they can go to our website, songfromtheforest.com, and donate to organizations that we recommend that do very good work on site.
And of course, music played a very large part in the story, and I know you have a CD, I believe, out of the music.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, music lured Louis Sarno into the African rainforest and kept him there, and he recorded 1,400 hours of the Bayaka's music, unique, incredible stuff. And so we use these recordings as the film music, basically, and the soundtrack. You know, like, for the soundtrack, we picked the pearls and gems of this archive, and it's 60 minutes of fantastic Bayaka music, and yeah, it's out there.
And you know, at the end of the film, we aren't quite sure where Louis will be. What is he doing now?
Yeah, I mean, we spent 4.5 weeks together in the US with father and son, and then they left, they went back to the African rainforest, and that's where they still live.
So do you think the son will come back to New York City, perhaps?
Maybe. He seemed to be happy to leave and go back to his world, you know. It's
he just wanted a good taste.
He had a good taste, I think. He was not surprised. I think he was not tempted to, you know, stay there at all. He really wanted to go back to his people, to the rainforest, and I can totally understand that.
And throughout your career as a journalist, you've been really drawn to this area, drawn to the stories.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Oh, Africa.
Africa.
Mon amour, Africa. It's hard to say, you know, like, maybe it's the sense of Africa, you know, how Africa smells, like it's this fruity mixed scent mixed with burned firewood, and the rivers have this incredible old scent, you know, very old.
What will the future hold for you? Do you want to direct more films now? Have you gotten bitten by the bug, as we say?
Definitely, yeah. I'm in the boat now. The bug is there. Yeah, I'm working on some new ideas. Maybe documentary, maybe more sort of a fictional screenplay that could be embedded somewhere in a documentary surrounding. So Africa, maybe. So let's see.
Yeah, well, I take it this is not the last we will see from you sitting on this side of the chair being interviewed. Well, good luck to you. Enjoy your time here at the Zurich Film Festival. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. See you soon.
Watch other interesting interviews with the directors of Manos Soucias and Hope, or have a look behind the scenes of ZFF Daily.